Many commuters witnessing were inconvenienced this morning around 11:25 when a southbound non-AC metro rake developed a snag soon after leaving the Park Street station. All the commuters were evacuated. A few of them did experience nausea, and some of them did have little minor health problems. But overall, no major worries is the last update that Sambit gave us. We'll go across to Sambit in just a bit. The Metro Railway CPRO R.N. Mahapatra has told PTI that the snag was developed around 11:25 a.m. as the train entered the tunnel after leaving Park Street. The last update from Sambit that we got just a short while ago when we did the alert was that normal service has resumed, but for a good 1.5 hours, metro services were blocked and thousands of commuters were inconvenienced. Now, we are also given to understand that passengers were evacuated from both sides of the rake by ladders which went down right to the tracks. Normal services were disrupted for about 2 hours, and the railway authorities ran truncated services from Dum Dum to Central on the one side and Mahanayak Uttam Kumar or Tollygunj to Kavi Subhash or New Garia on the other. We do have some of the commuters who did feel nauseated and suffocated and were inconvenienced due to the suffocation. Because this was a non-AC metro rake that stalled right soon after leaving the Park Street station. Those visuals coming in at this point, some of the passengers who did experience suffocation and nausea. But overall, largely all of the commuters were evacuated and no major injuries or cause for worry. Some of them inconvenienced. Yes, those visuals coming in, one of the passengers there. Sambit joining us with more details. Sambit, we do see visuals of some of the passengers who were actually being lifted by other passengers were brought out more because of nausea, suffocation, because it was a non-AC metro rake. Sambit, can you hear me? We'll try and go across to Sambit in just a bit. Now, these are the details that we've got so far, that it was a southbound non-AC metro rake that developed a snag soon after leaving the Park Street station. This happened around 11:25 a.m. as the train entered the tunnel after leaving Park Street. So it was in the tunnel that the metro rake developed the snag, and it was stuck there for about an hour and a half. All passengers were evacuated from both sides of the rake by ladders that went down to the tracks. But by the time all of them were brought out and they walked back to the Park Street station from where the metro rake had actually left, some of them experiencing nausea and suffocation because it was a non-AC metro rake and it was stuck in a tunnel, and the overall inconvenience caused to passengers. Metro services being rendered ineffective and halted and disrupted for about 2 hours before normal service was resumed. The truncated services were being run between Dum Dum to Central on the one hand and from Tollygunj to New Garia on the other. We'll go across to Sambit for more details in just a bit, but these are the visuals that are coming in from Kolkata of what transpired between 11:25 and 1 p.m. earlier this morning. 11:25 a.m. and 1 p.m. this morning. Sambit joining us with more details. Yes, Sambit, we do see visuals of some of the commuters who did experience a little bit of inconvenience, some suffocation, nausea.
Exactly at around 11:25 when the metro, that particular train was going from Park Street station towards Kavinazul in down south of Kolkata suburbs. Then there was some big breakdown in that AC metro rake, and it got stuck in the tunnel when it left Park Street. And immediately the officials of that metro station, they had gone there and tried to evacuate the passengers who got stuck in the tunnel. And some of the passengers got suffocated. There was panic among the passengers because the train got stopped in the middle of the tunnel after leaving Park Street metro station. And what we have got to understand is that they were given some first aid in the metro station itself, and then they were released. Now at around 1:13 rather, the metro services has been normalized. That is what the metro officials are telling us, and they are claiming that there was no passengers who fell sick. But what we have found out that there was some panic among the passengers, and they got stuck, and some of them got unconscious as well in the middle of this panic that was created by this breakdown of AC metro rake in Kolkata Metro Rail.